2 days of robust engagements and a reflection of the state of the country's built environment industry. Those in the sector agree that there's still a long way to go, citing the lack of skills pipeline, crime and corruption, procurement red tapes and delayed payments from government projects as some of the issues that have hampered transformation in the sector.
The challenges are very, very immense. The Premier also talked about making Citibank a Dubai, but there are challenges there. The moratorium that is lifted on challenges of building, we need to sort that so that we can try and be part and parcel where we have projects that we want to see happening there to measure infrastructure developments in Mfuleni, but now it cannot happen.
The state of the country's human settlements coming under the spotlight on the last day of the Indaba. Human Settlements Minister Mameloko Kubai admitted that the lack of partnerships and poor infrastructure developments have hampered service delivery through unfinished projects. She has called for public-private partnerships in the rollout of community projects.
We have to work together. We have to do, government will do its part, but we must also create opportunities for you as entrepreneurs to be able to participate. So if we are to look at some of the areas that we are focused on, you'd understand that it is important to also acknowledge that there are fiscal constraints. So if we are to think that funding from government is the sole purpose, alpha and omega, it's not going to work. So partnerships and being able to draw from DFIs and other financing institutions remains critical.
On the last day, a panel discussion and engagements on recommendations and clear commitments towards transforming the sector took center stage.
There is commitment from government to make sure that the status quo changes. However, there are still challenges because this country is still a developmental country. We are not yet a first world country. So that means that the progress that we may get is not going to be at the pace that we want. Can we change the pace? Yes, if we all work collaboratively, being the private sector and the public sector, to make sure that everything that needs to be done is done at the right time.
The South African National Roads Agency formed part of discussions at the Indaba. The agency is responsible for the building and maintenance of kilometers of the country's national roads. Last week, SANRAL announced that the gantries used for electronic tolling in Gauteng will be officially disconnected on the 12th of this month.
The gazette that allows for the switching of the e-toll gantries has been signed by the Minister of Transport. So the Minister of Transport is actually leading in this process, ensuring that the issues around e-tolls are resolved in a very constructive manner. And we can assure the citizens of Gauteng that all systems are at a go to ensure that the switch-off happens.
Several industry role players in the built environment have raised their hands to form part of a new task team that will meet quarterly to track progress. They want unity, service delivery, accountability and the upholding of professionalism and ethics in the built environment industry. The two-day inaugural built environment in Indaba drawing to a close with commitments to the championing of private-public partnerships, the addressing of infrastructure projects backlog, the building of infrastructure for the future and ensuring the strengthening of broad-based black economic empowerment in the built environment sector. Gallagher Convention Centre, SABC News in Johannesburg.